like I said, social engineering is not new, not a new concept. However, with the increase in social networking and the willingness for people to use social networking with social engineering, it's a new problem. It's a very, very large problem. And social networking is the hackers' #1 social engineering tool. It would take me 2 weeks, 5, 6 years ago, to do a full social engineering attack against any size business. It takes me 2 minutes now to do it. And they're after one thing, a username and password. Because guess what? If I have a valid username and password, it's invisible. How many of you have security products in place? A firewall? How many of you have a firewall? A VPN? So if I log into your VPN with a valid username and password, does it alert you? No. Does it alert you if it's incorrect? Yes, in some cases. Some additional problems we're going to face in the coming year to 18 months. APIs. Is anyone familiar with APIs? Application programming interfaces. Yeah? And to give you a real-life example, you can link Twitter to Facebook, Facebook to Google Apps, etc., etc. So they're all communicating. So, real-life example. We have a Twitter account. That Twitter account belongs to an employee of Twitter. Too many twits, sorry. The Twitter account has a relationship with Google Apps. How many of you use Google Apps? The hands are getting less and less at the moment. Google Apps then has a relationship with the internal network of Twitter. So, what the attacker did was target the employee of Twitter, his account. And he got the password. Realized there's a relationship with Twitter and Google Apps. So from there, he gained access to Google Apps. Within Google Apps, he looked at the options and thought, well, hold on, Google Apps has a relationship with the Twitter internal network. Oh, let's go in and see what happens. So what he did, he targeted the soft target. From the soft target, he managed to gain access to the internal network. He got the CEO's credit card details. You may have seen this in the news. It's exactly how they did it. Because it's web-driven, we have APIs, we're trying to embrace all these technologies, but we're not doing some very, very basic things. This is a sample live hack. Unfortunately, we didn't have time to pull things together today, and maybe it's best not to do it live. However, Nick, wherever you are, if you're here, I've taken a screenshot from yesterday, so I hope you have changed your username and password, okay? We had a creative workshop yesterday for the creative industries, and I challenged them. We were going through some very basics. Guys, just like I challenged you 10 minutes ago, after this speech, if you want to come and see me, I'll do exactly the same to yourselves. We had a network on the web, we had a number of users, and in this particular case, Nick thought he was invincible. No one can touch me. So what we did, Nick connected to the web, I was connected to the web, and I used a particular tool called Kane Enable. Kane Enable is essentially a network sniffer, it's invisible. Problem is, it's impossible to prevent the attack I'm going to do now. What we did was Nick started scanning on the internet and just surfing the internet. But at the same time, what I was doing, I was actually capturing his usernames and passwords. So we had Nick, password, for his email. 2 clicks. That's all it took. But the scary thing was, when I spoke to Nick after, all he had to do was enable one button on his webmail to prevent that. It's awareness. All these problems I'm showing you can be prevented. It's very, very, very simple. But people believe it's not going to happen to me. Could we go to website vandalism, please? How many of you have a website? How many of you host your own website? How many of you rely on a third party to host your website? How many of you use your homepage, well, your homepage is your own website? I guarantee you after this presentation, every single one of you will have your homepage as your own website. Anyone heard of Banksy? Yeah? Welcome to e-Banksy. Okay? Forget going whitewashing walls and spray cans. I'll get caught. Why don't I be an e-Banksy? Increasing numbers of companies' websites are being defaced. Why are they being defaced? They're not doing it for money. They're doing it for self-gratification and to prove a point. We have these new e-graffiti artists. Not only that, it's used for political reasons as well. And it's so easy to compromise anyone's website. All you do is gain administration access and you replace the homepage. It's very simple.